Kanyayam Kulajeevitam is taken from the sixth act of the Kumarashambhavam of Kalidasa. The Saptarshis seek the alliance of Parvati for Shambhu or Shiva. They meet her father Himavan in Alakananda. So that scene is beautifully portrayed by Kalidasa, and we are fortunate enough to learn these verses. कर्तव्यं वो न पश्यामि स्यात् चेत् किं नोपपद्यते मन्ये मत्पावनायैव प्रस्थानं भवतामिह कर्तव्यं वह न पश्यामि स्यात् चेत् किं न उपपद्यते मन्ये मत्पावनाय एव प्रस्थानं भवताम् इह I do not see anything that you want from me. If it could be so, what could you not accomplish? I think that you have all come here for my purification. Kartavyam, fit to do. Tavyat, vaha, for you all. Sixth vibhakti. Na pashyami, I do not see. Lat lakara. Syat ched, if it could be. Syat is vidhiling, pratama ekavachan. Kim, what? Na upapadyate, you cannot accomplish. Lat lakara. Mane, I guess. Lat uttama ekavachan. Mat pavanaya eva. For my purity only. Fourth vibhakti. Bhavatam, you. Sashti vibhakti, iha, here. So, which is a verb here? First verb is pashyami. Na pashyami is a verb. I do not see. Uttama ekavachan. So, Himavan is talking, right? So, he is saying in Uttama Purusha. Na pashyami. Kim na pashyami? Kartavyam. Something to do. To whom? Vaha. Nimage. So, it says the sixth or Chaturthi vibhakti. For that also it's Vaha. So, for you, I don't see anything to do. And what is the next verb? Syat, if it could be. If it could be. Okay. So, which is the third verb? Upapadyate. Atmanepati. So, what cannot be accomplished? Na upapadyate. What cannot be accomplished? What does it mean? By you. So, bhavatbihi na kim na upapadyate. So, what cannot be accomplished? Kim. So, which is the next verb in this? Manye. Ansatene. I guess. Kim sahamanye. Bhavatam iha. Nevellaru illidira. Bhavatam. Yours being, you all being here. Sixth vibhakti it is. What is that? For what reason they are here? Mat pavanaya. Madiyam pavanam tasmai. Fourth vibhakti. For my pavana, my putam, my purity. For that only you are here. कर्तव्यं वो न पश्यामि स्यात् चेत् किं नोपपद्यते मन्ये मत्पावनायैव प्रस्थानं भवतामिह कर्तव्यं वह न पश्यामि स्यात् चेत् किं न उपपद्यते मन्ये मत्पावनाय एव प्रस्थानं भवताम् इह I do not see anything that you want from me. If it could be so, what could you not accomplish? I think that you have all come here for my purification. एते वयम् अमीताराः कन्या इयं कुलजीवितं भ्रूत येन अत्र वः कार्यम् अनास्ता बाह्यवस्तुषु This is myself, my wife, and my daughter, who is the life of the family. Please tell us what we should do to be of service to you all. Of people and things outside the family, you need not even mention. That means they are automatically at your disposal. Ete these, Vayam us, Ami these, Daraha wife, Kanya daughter, Iyam this, Kulajivitam, life of the family, Bhruta, you all should tell, Anasta, not necessary, Bahya Vastusha, outside things. Now, this poem, the verbs, are only one verb is there. It's about Himavan telling the rishis, you tell. For what? That is not given in this poem. Here in this poem, he is introducing his family to the guests as it would be done in any family. So, here we see him telling about himself. Why does he use Vayam? He's a king. So, kings, in Sanskrit, they use Bahuvachan. For the post, they command. So, Ete Vayam. Ete is an adjective. Then the second one whom he's introducing, his wife. Daraha is not, he doesn't have plenty of wives. Here only one wife. This word Daraha is Nitya Bahuvachana and Pullingam also. That's how the word is formed. So Ami is Bahuvachan. So this is my wife. He's presenting them. Then he's introducing his daughter. He has many daughters, but Parvati is the one who is getting married now. For her only, Shiva has sent his relatives. So Kanya, this is my daughter. Iyam is this. Iyam becomes an adjective. And how is this Kanya? It is exactly not an adjective. It's a qualifier, we can say, because it's in Napumsakalinga. Kulasya Jeevitam Kula Jeevitam. She's a life of the family. Yes, she's the life of the family. And what is the next word? Bhuta, utter. Ninageen bekanta heli. Navellar we are all here. That is why he's saying Bhuta, we are all here. He's introduced his family. And Anasta. Anasta, it is in Strilinga. It means of no concern. Because it can be in any gender. Ad ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಏನೂ ಇಷ್ಟನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. So anasa, what is anasta? Bahya vastushu, of things in the outside the family. So it's a phrase, it's an idiom. So you might be thinking, what? He's speaking in a very harsh tone. No, no. This is probably the way it was spoken during Kalidasa's times. What is it? Inside the family, we are all at your service. Outside the family, who are the outside the family? My treasury, my courtiers, my ministers, my army. So all these people, they will do by my bidding. So you need not even bother about them. They will do as per I say, and we are already there. That is the meaning. Ita. So he's introducing as would any host would introduce themselves to the guests. The guests being the Saptashis. एते वयम् अमीताराः कन्या इयं कुलजीवितं भ्रूत येन अत्र वः कार्यम् अनास्ता बाह्यवस्तुषु. This is myself, my wife, and my daughter, who is the life of the family. Please tell us what we should do to be of service to you all. Of people and things outside the family, you need not even mention. That means they are automatically at your disposal. Ata angirasam agranyam उदाहरणवस्तुषु ऋषयः नोदयामासुः प्रत्युवाच स भूधरम्. अतः अंगीरसम् अग्रण्यम् उदाहरणवस्तुषु ऋषयः नोदयामासुः प्रति उवाच सः भूधरम्. Angiras was in the forefront of everything because he had these leadership qualities. So when we are in a crowd and we have to go and speak to a higher authority, to a principal, what do? We provoke somebody who can speak well, who has that confidence, right? Similarly, every rishi here, Vasishta, everybody, Atri, they were the best among all the spiritual seekers and gurus. But Angiras had this quality of speaking very well to the king. So he was being motivated to speak. Ata Angirasam Agranyam Udaharanavastushu Rishayaha Nodayamasuhu Pratyuvacha Sa Bhudaram. Ata Angirasam Agranyam Udaharanavastushu Rishayaha Nodayamasuhu Prati Uvacha Saha Bhudaram. सह ते दुहितरं साक्षात् साक्षी विश्वस्य कर्मणां गृणते वरदः शंभुः अस्मत् संक्रामितैः पदैः. Shambhu, the giver of boons, the actual witness to the witness of this entire universe, chooses in marriage your daughter through these words communicated by us. Saha, he, Prathama Vibhakti, Te Duhitaram, your daughter, Dvitiya Vibhakti, Sakshat, verily, Sakshi, the witness, Vishwasya Karmana, of this world's actions. Vrunate, he chooses. Varadaha, giver of boons. Shambhuhu, Shiva, Asmat Samkramitaihi, cross through us. Pratyaya Padaihi, the words. So let's see the verb, which is a verb. Vrunate, chooses, latlakara, pratama ekavacha. So kaha vrunate? Shambhuhu. Shambhavatiti Shambhuhu. He who creates, he who makes auspiciousness. Now, what are all the adjectives for him? Varadaha, Varam Dadatiti, he gives us boons. Shiva can be pleased easily, he can be made angry easily. So that's why he's called Ashutoshaha, Ashukopaha. So Varadaha, he who gives boons. And what is he? That's again adjective. Sakshi. Sakshi is a witness. And Sakshat Sakshi, verily the witness. God, na? So much of confidence the shloka gives us. He is always watching us. For what is he the Sakshi? Karmanam, of the actions. Of what actions? Vishwasya, all the galaxy, worlds, every atoms, every karma's Sakshi he is. That person, what is he doing? Vrunate. Kam vrunate te duhitaram nin udigi. Dvitiya vibhakti. Duhitra means daughter. How does he choose? Padaihi, by these words. Now these words have come. Samkramitaihi. Kram is to cross. Kramita, made to cross. Nichi. Causal, like bariyuvadu, barisuvadu. It's made to cross. So he is made to cross these words through whom? Asmat. Through us. So we are speaking on behalf of Shiva. So we are communicating for him. He's choosing your daughter in marriage, and please give your daughter to him. Who is he? He is a giver of boons, and he is the Sakshi for every action in this world, and he is a creator of all happiness, and that person has communicated through us. Right? सह ते दुहितरं साक्षात् साक्षी विश्वस्य कर्मणां वृणुते वरदः शम्भुः अस्मत् संक्रामितैः पदैः. Shambhu, the giver of boons, the actual witness to the witness of this entire universe, chooses in marriage your daughter through these words communicated by us. Tam artam iva bharatyastaya yoktum arhasi. Ashocya hi pituhu kanya sat bhartru pratipadita. You should unite in marriage your daughter with him, like speech with meaning. A daughter who is given to a good husband becomes worry free for her father. Tam, him, Dvitiya Vibhakti. Artham, meaning. Eva, like. Bharatya, with speech. Sutaya, with daughter. Yoktum, unite. Arhasi, you should. Ashochya, worry free. Pituhu, for a father. Kanya, daughter. Sat, good. Bhartr, husband. Pratipadita, given. So let's see the verb here. Arhasi. Arh dhatu, deserve, and it comes in the sense of should or can, like shak. It's used instead of shak, to be able. That way it's used. So here it comes as should, madhyama. Tvam arhasi, you deserve. Tvam kim kartum arhasi, yoktum. Yuj dhatu, tumun pratyaya. You to unite. Unite whom? Tam. So Bhudara or Himalayas is Pratama, that is Tvam, and Tam, that Shivam, is Dvitiya Vibhakti. Tam Yoktum, with whom? Unite with whom? Sutaya, along with your Suta, your daughter. Like how? Like meaning with speech. Artam Bharatya. Like Artha is united with Bharati. Bharati is speech. So that also comes in Tritiya Vibhakti. So Tam and Artham are upamas. Like Artham is upama, Tam is upameya. Sutaya is upameya, Bharatya is upama. You do not have alankaras this year, but a beautiful classical upama alankara is given here. It's reminiscence of Vagartha Viva Samprukto Vagartaha Pratipatte Jakataha Pitaro Vande Parvati Parameshwaro. The first shloka of Raghuvamsha. So that analogy he touches here, Kalidasa. So such a beautiful comparison. That is, a speech without meaning is worthless, but a speech with meaning is totally on the contrary. So God and the Jivatma and Paramatma, the union of the Jivatma and Paramatma is portrayed in such a beautiful simile. Kidrishi Kanya Asocya Bhavati. What is the meaning of Asocya? Shoktum Yogya. There's a pratyaya called Nyat. It comes under Vidyartaka, like Aniyar and Tavyat. So it means fit to be. So that's used here. Soch is to worry, to think, right? So Shoktum Yogya. And then you put Na, Naitat Purusha Ashochya. She is not fit to get worried about. That becomes adjective for Kanya. What kind of a daughter? Sat Bhartru Pratipadita. She who is given. Pratipadita means given. Ta Pratyaya Strilinga. To what kind of a Bhartru? Bhartru means it comes from the dhatu bhr to bear. He who can bear, who does the work of bearing. That's why he's called Bhartru. So this Sat Bhartru, she's given to a good spouse. Now let's not take it in the bad way. A girl given to a husband and a girl cannot do. Any person who has a good spouse, there is no worry about them. That is the meaning. Today, the same thing can be told for a parent of a male child too. Here what happens, we have Arthantaranasa Alankara. Now this is not there this year, but with this statement that a father has no worry about his daughter when his daughter is given to a good husband satisfies the previous sentence tam artamiva bharatya sutaya yoktu marhasi. You deserve to join Shiva and Parvati. So Arthantranyasa next year you will learn. Tam artamiva bharatya sutaya yoktu marhasi ashocya hi pituhu kanya sad bhartru pratipadita. You should unite in marriage your daughter with him, like speech with meaning. A daughter who is given to a good husband becomes worry free for her father. यावन्ति एतानि भूतानि स्थावराणि चराणि च मातरं कल्पयन्तु येनाम् ईशः हि जगतः पिता. All the living beings that are static and moving will address her as their mother because Isha is the father of the universe. Yavanti all etani the bhutani beings, stavarani static, charani moving, mataram mother kalpayantu. Consider enam her, Ishaha Shiva, Jagataha of the world, Pita father. Now let's see the verb kalpayantu. Kalpayantu is to consider. In fact, the goddess name is called Kalplatika. There's a temple in Chennai, in Mylapore. She's called thus. So kalpayantu. Ke kalpayantu. Lord Pratama Bahuvachan. Bhutani, the beings. Kidrishani bhutani. Yavanti etani. What are all there? And what are the further adjectives for bhutani? Sthavarani, charani. Stavaram means static, like plants. Charani, animals, moving. They should consider her. Whom should they consider? Her, enam, dvitiya vibhakti. As what? Mataram, again dvitiya vibhakti. For what reason? Ishaha, that is Shiva. Ish. Ish means Aishwarya or supreme, the root word. So Ishaha, Ngang Pratyaya is used. Ishaha, Shiva, what is he? Pita, father. Pita again comes from the word pra, to fill, and then Trich Pratyaya. Or pa, to look after, and then Trich Pratyaya. So Pita, he becomes a father. Of what? Jagat, of this entire world. Jagataha Pita. So, यावन्ति एतानि भूतानि स्थावराणि चराणि च मातरं कल्पयन्तु येनाम् ईशः हि जगतः पिता. All the living beings that are static and moving will address her as their mother because Isha is the father of the universe. उमा वधूः भवान् दाता याचितारः इमे वयम् वरः शम्भुः अलं हि एष त्वत् कुल उद्भूतये विधिः. Uma is the bride, you are the giver, we are the seekers, the groom is Shambhu himself. This itself is enough to raise your family to unknown heights. Uma, Vaduhu, bride, Bhavan yourself, Dhata the giver, Yachitaraha the seekers, Ime these, Vayam us, Varaha bridegroom, Shambhu Shiva, Alam enough, Esha this, Tvat your, Kula family, Utbhutaye rise up, Vidihi Niyama rules. So let's see which is the verb. There's no verb, just statement of Prathama Vibhakti. So, Uma ka asti vaduhu. She's a bride. Bhavan, that is our Himavan. Who are you? Bhavan. Data. Da is to give, and Trich Pratyaya becomes giver, he who does the action of doing that. So, it qualifies Bhavan. So, you are the giver. Then, the next, who is that? Vayam. We the Saptarshis. Ime Vayam, these us. What is the qualifier for Vayam? Yachitaraha. Yachitra. Yach is to ask. Again, Trich Pratyaya means seeker, the act of doing that. So, Yachitaraha, the seekers, we are those. And then, Shambhu, that's the next person. Shambhu is what? Shambhu is that Shiva, no? Shambhavati iti. He is a Varaha. He is a bridegroom. That qualifies Shambhu. And then, what do they say? Alam hi Esha. This is enough. Esha for what? This is enough for what? Tvat kula. Twadiyam kulam. Then kula, your family. Utbhutaye. Mele karkondo hogake. To bring it, to rise it up. Bhuta means to be. Utbhuta, to rise it up. Ut is up. To rise it up. That niyama, that rule. Vidhi is a rule. That rule, this way itself is enough to take your family to great heights. Why is it so? The fact that Shiva is the husband for Parvati, his daughter, itself the greatest person in this whole universe, that itself is enough to bring up the family. Imagine, marrying the Paramatma. So another thing is, it also tells that children bring fame to the family. It's our responsibility when we act in society, because whatever we do, that good name or bad name, we give it to our family. They say, this person has risen us up. We were brought up by these kind of parents. If we do something wrong or good. Uma vaduhu bhavan data yachitaraha ime vayam वरः शम्भुः अलं हि एष त्वत् कुल उद्भूतये विधिः. Uma is the bride, you are the giver, we are the seekers, the groom is Shambhu himself. This itself is enough to raise your family to unknown heights. एवं वादिनि देवर्षौ पितुः पार्श्वे अधोमुखी लीलाकमलपत्राणि गणयामास Parvati. When the divine Rishi Angiras, was speaking thus, Parvati stood beside her father, bashfully holding her head down and counting the petals of the play lotus. Evam, thus Vadini, while speaking, Devarshav, the divine rishis, Pituhu, fathers, Parshve, by the side, Adhomukhi, face bent, Leela Kamala Patrani, the petals of the play lotus, Ganayamasa, she's counting. Who's counting? Parvati. Now let's see the verb here. Ganayamasa, count. It is lit lakara. Ganayamasa is to count. So, Ka Ganayamasa, who is counting? Parvati. So, Parvati, Kim Ganayamasa, Leela Kamala Patrani, the petals of the play lotus. Now, Kidrishi Parvati, Adhomukhi, Adaha Mukham Yasyaha Sa. Her face was bent down because she was very bashful. Her marriage is being talked about by the Saptashis and her father. And Kutra Asti Parvati, Parshvi, by the side. Kasya Parshve, by her father's side. And when this happened, Devarshayaha or Devarshihi Vadin, when he was speaking. Okay, so Vadin becomes adjective for Devarshi. Who is the Devarshi? Angiras. So Sati Saptami, I have done the Sati Saptami in the first lesson only. So I will not mention it here. So Vadin and Devarshav both come in Saptami Vibhakti. So while this was going on, Parvati was so shy and she wanted to hide it. So she acted as if she was playing with her play lotus. And very pretty, she was standing beside her father, as would happen in any family situation when the marriage is being talked about for the bride. So, however well educated she is, she becomes a little shy when this happens, and then she tries to divert herself. If you see this emblem of Parvati with the play lotus, you would see in many sculptures the Vigraha, the Garbhagriha of many of the temples of Mother Goddess throughout India. So, she is with the lotus, she stands with the lotus, right? Either she sits or stands, especially in Kanyakumari. She's a young girl. She stands with the lotus and looking for her husband Shiva, right? So that's how the sculptures, they looked out for these wonderful literature from great literators like Kalidasa, and they could imagine how the goddess must be, just not mythology or Agama Shastras, also the poetry from these great literators. एवं वादिनि देवर्षौ पितुः पार्श्वे अधोमुखी लीलाकमलपत्राणि गणयामास Parvati. When the divine Rishi Angiras was speaking thus, Parvati stood beside her father, bashfully holding her head down and counting the petals of the play lotus. अस्तोतुः स्तूयमानस्य वन्द्यस्य अनन्यवन्दिनः सुतासम्बन्धविधिना भव विश्वगुरोः गुरुः. Through your daughter, you will become the father of the universe, to that one who praises none but who is praised by all, to that one who bows to none but is fit to be bowed down to by all. Astotuhu, he who does not praise, Stuyamanasya, but is praised by others, Vandyasya, to him who is fit to be worshipped, Ananyavandinaha, he does not worship others, Suta, daughter, Sambandha, relationship, Vidhina, by that rule, Bhava, you become, Vishwaguroho, Guruhu, you become the father of the universe. Okay. Now, which is the verb here? Bhava. Bhava is Lord, Madhyama Ekavachan. You become. You, Himavan, you become. You become what? Guruhu. Guru just doesn't mean teacher. Father also. Elderly person. Guruhu. He becomes a father to whom? Vishwaguroho. Sashti Vibhakti. To that world's father, that universe's father, he becomes father. Now, how? Now, there are many adjectives for this Vishwaguru. We'll see for that. We'll see that for us. Astotuhu, all Sashti Vibhakti, because they are all adjective for Vishwaguru. Right? So, astotuhu, he who does not praise others. Stu is to praise. And then trich pratyaya becomes stotru. So, you put nanga, tatpurusha. A plus stotru becomes astotru. Now, Sashti Vibhakti becomes astotuhu. Now, stuyamanaha, but he is praised by others, but he is being praised. Sanach pratyaya. So, who is praising all the beings? Stuyamanaha. Tasya. Because it's sixth vibhakti, right? Yeah. So, stuyamanasya. This trich pratyaya is not there for your syllabus. Vandyasya. Vandyasya. So, whatever is there I have given. So, Vandyasya. Vanditum yogyaha. He who is fit to be worshipped. So, to him who is fit to be worshipped, Vandyasya, Sashti Vibhakti. What is this? Nyat Pratyaya. I've told before, it's Vidyartaka Pratyaya, fit to be. So, Vandinaha. Vandinaha is Vandate iti. Then Nini. Nini is not there for your syllabus, just explaining. So, Vandin is a person who worships. Na Anyan Vandate iti becomes Ananya Vandinaha. So, Ananya Vandin and Ananya Vandinaha is Sashti Vibhakti. So, he who does not worship others, to him. How do you become Katam Bhavan Guruhu Bhavati? Sutta Sambandha Vidina. Vidina, by the rule. What Vidhi? Sambandha, by the relationship. Through whom? Sutta, by your daughter. Astotuhu Stuyamanasya Vandyasya Ananya Vandinaha Sutta Sambandha Vidhina Bhava Vishwaguroho Guruhu. Through your daughter, you will become the father of the universe, to that one who praises none but who is praised by all, to that one who bows to none but is fit to be bowed down to by all. Shailaha Sampurnakamaha api Menamukhamuddaikshat Prayena Grihini Netraha Kanyarteshu Kutumpinaha. Shailaha, mountain, Sampurna, fully, Kamaha, satisfied. Api, even then, Mena, his wife Mena, Mukham, face, Udaikshata, he saw expecting an answer. Prayena, mostly, Grihini, wives, Netraha, eyes, Kutumbinaha, householders. Now let's see what is the meaning of Grihini Netraha. So, Grihini eva netre yasya saha. Those who have their wife's eyes to guide them. So, in a family situation, when guests have come, so when we have all assembled with father and mother, we have something to say. How do we interact? So, people who are very close as a family, they talk with eyes, right? People are very, very close. So, the husband is satisfied with the alliance, everything. But before taking a decision, he looks at his wife's eyes, and wife says yes. Why is it so? So, mostly girls, they are very close with their mothers. So, the mother guides her father in matters relating to the daughters. It's general, mostly it is the situation, right? So that's what is given here. It's a family situation. In fact, if you see the story, most story of Shiva Parvati, the entire family, it is based on how we are, and but they become divine. They guide us by the best decisions they make. So let's see the verbs here. The verb is Udaikshata. Udaikshata is lang lakara. Ud plus iksha. It's Atmanepati. So lang lakara becomes aikshata. Udaikshata it becomes. So kaha Udaikshata? Shailaha, the mountain, that is Himalayas. Now what is the adjective for Shailaha? Sampurna kamaha. He is fully satisfied. Sampurnam kamaha or kamam esya saha. Fully satisfied. Even then, he is fully satisfied. What more can a son-in-law he can get? But then also he looks at Menayaha Mukam, his wife's face. So, Kam Udaikshita Menayaha Mukam. And what is the Arthantra Nyasa? There's a quote to justify this. That is why he looked at his wife's eyes. Mostly, householders have their wives' eyes to guide them in the matters of their daughters. Prayena grihini netraha kutumbinaha kanyarteshu. So the matters regarding Kanya means daughter, Arteshu means the matters regarding that. They have their wives to guide them. शैलः सम्पूर्णकामः अपि मेनामुखमुद्दैक्षत प्रायेण गृहिणीनेत्राः कन्यार्तेषु कुटुम्बिनः इदम् उत्तरं न्यायम् इति बुद्ध्या विमृश्य सः आदते वचसामन्ते मङ्गलालङ्कृतां सुताम्. Himavan pondered in his mind as to the correct answer to give to the Saptashis and hugged his daughter at the end of the speech of Angiras. Idam, this, Uttaram, answer, Nyayam, logical, correct, iti, thus, Buddhya, by the mind, Vimrishya, after thinking, Saha, he, that is Shailaha, Adate, he took, Vachasam, of the speech, Sashti Vibhakti, Ante, end, Mangalalankritam, she was decorated auspiciously. Who was decorated auspiciously? Sutam, his daughter. So let's see the verb adate. He took. It means basically he hugged. Because such a great thing is over in her life. So a great thing is going to happen to her, her wedding. Which is very important in every person's life. The marriage is important, whether be a boy or a girl. So an important event. His duty to do that. He hugs her. So as would happen in any family, if you know your brothers or elder brother or sister, this would have happened. Cousin sister, you would have seen this happen. So he hugs his daughter. Kaha adate saha, that is Shailaha, Himavan. Kam adate sutam, daughter. Kidrishim sutam alankritam. She is adorned, she is decorated. How she is decorated? Mangala, she is decorated auspiciously because goddess Parvati, she is a symbol of auspiciousness. Her decorations, they are a symbol of goodness and auspiciousness. Her Tataka, there is a temple in Tiruchinapalli, it's called Tirunavanai Kaval. In that, her earrings are made pratishtapana by Shankaracharya. So they give auspiciousness, they give us energy, good spiritual energy. So that's why it's given. She is the divine Jivatma and she is going to get united with the Paramatma. So Mangalaalankritam Sutam Saha Adate, he hugged. When Katha Ante, end. Kim Ante Vachasam Ante, end of the speech. Whose speech? The Rishi's speech, Angira's speech. And before that, what did he do? He Vimrishya. That is one verb. The first verb here is Vimrishya. Vimarshana means he's critiquing. He's critiquing or thinking. Lep pratyaya. How? How does he think? Katam buddhya, by his mind. So what is he doing? Vimarshana. What is he thinking about? Uttaram. Idam uttaram. E uttara. E answer. Correct. Nyayamiti. So again, it's in reminiscence of Parvati's father in the previous avatara. Daksha was not that. He was impulsive. He got angry. He showed us anger immediately and he was not very good person also. So some people could reinstate their anger in a softer way and they would say forgiveness. No, he prolonged it. But in this Janma, she's got a good father. It shows how well behaved he was, Himavan. He first thought in his mind how to give an answer and then he hugged his daughter, who's a symbol of all the goodness in this world. Parvati. Padmanayana. Idam uttaram nyayam iti buddhya vimrishya saha adate vachasamante mangalalankratam sutam. Himavan pondered in his mind as to the correct answer to give to the Saptashis and hugged his daughter at the end of the speech of Angiras. Ehi Vishwat Mane Vatse Bhiksha Asi Parikalpita Artinaha Munayaha Praptam Grihamedi Palam Maya. Come to me, O my daughter, you have been ordained as alms for the Parabrahman, the seekers or the rishis, and I have attained the fruit of being an householder. Yehi, come here, Vishwatmane, to the universe soul. Vatse, O daughter, Bhiksha, divine alms, Asi, you are. Parikalpita, you have been ordained. Artinaha, the seekers. Munayaha, the rishis. Praptam, obtained. Grihamedi palam, the fruit of being an householder. Maya, by me. So, which is a verb? Ehi, you, twamehi, you come here. Lot, ni bani, ni baali. So, father is telling his daughter, come to hug in a very affectionate way. So, which is the next verb? Parikalpita. It's an adjective, no doubt, but it's a gerund. It's a kta pratyaya which qualifies tvam, that is Parvati. Parikalpita. You have been ordained. Ta pratyaya. Asi. So, parikalpita asi. Asi is a verb and it is for parikalpita. Tvam parikalpita asi. Ka iva parikalpita bhiksha, as the divine alms. O my Vatse, O my daughter, you've been made by divine ordination. By Vidhi, you've been made as Bhiksha. For whom? For Vishwatman, Vishwasya Atma. For that soul, that supreme soul himself, you have become the wife. And who is seeking this? Artin. Artin means the seekers. So Art is to seek. So Artin is a seeker. So who's seeking? The Saptarshis only. And because of all this, Maya Praptam, it's a passive sentence. Maya Labdam, I have obtained. Ta Pratya Praptam, have I obtained. Griha Medhi Palam, the fruit of being a householder or father. Any father would say to his child when the child is doing really well, here the child, by her austerities, she has obtained the soul of the universe, the greatest soul of this universe, as her husband. So he is so proud and he says this. So indirectly, the poet says that we should live to give happiness to our parents who have done everything for us. This verse also is about the Jivatma getting union with the Paramatma, wherein the Guru comes and seeks the Jivatma for the Paramatma. It's a metaphor, basically. So we are all ordained for the Paramatma. We are not aware of it. We should be aware of it, is the justification here. So we are all born to be, not to be born again, because we have to go from where we came from. It is the Paramatma. We are all a reflection of Him. We are all His. So the divine Parvati, she plays the role that we have to get wedded to him, and in this kind of a metaphorical story. Ehi Vishwat Mane Vatse Bhiksha Asi Parikalpita Artinaha Munayaha Praptam Grihamedi Palam Maya. Come to me, O my daughter, you have been ordained as alms for the Parabrahman, the seekers or the rishis, and I have attained the fruit of being an householder.